Tons of people are playing video games nowadays more than ever before. How many hours a week do you spend playing video games? Well, that begs the question, what if those hours were reduced to 0? What would you think happened if you just put the controller down and never came back to it? Welcome everybody to It's All Viral. My name is Nemo, back again, and today we're going to be going over the 10 things that would happen if you quit playing video games.
We are running a $200 Amazon gift card giveaway the entire month of August. All you have to do to enter is like this video, be subscribed, turn on your notifications, and leave a comment why you want to win it with your Twitter handle attached. I will announce the winner at the end of the month on Twitter.
Now, before we get started with this top 10, do us a favor and turn on your post notifications so you get the videos as soon as they go live. All you gotta do is click that bell, check that box, and without further delay, guys, let's get into this top 10. Now, to start this list off at number 10, you would lose a great coping mechanism. Video games are an excellent coping mechanism for millions of people, including myself. Let's say things aren't going well at school or with your family, or life just has you down. Video games offer an escape from this world to another. Now, contrary to popular belief, you can actually use video games to cool yourself down and keep a level head. Believe it or not, video games are a great stress reliever. Without video games, you would lose an excellent coping mechanism, and I probably would not be sane without video games. Now, coming at you with number 9, you would see a decrease in social skills. Many people like to throw around the stereotype that gamers are antisocial nerds with no friends, but this couldn't be more false. Gamers commonly have very good social skills because of their interactions online. It can be super hard to approach a new person in class or at work, but something about video games makes this process easier, as when you meet a new person in an online game, you already have a sense of camaraderie since you both already have something in common, that being the video games. These online interactions have a great impact on a player in the real world and can help them become more social. Now, moving down the list at number 8, you would lose a desire for physical activity. Contrary to popular belief, many video games actually encourage outdoor activity and non-gaming activities. Millions of sports games encourage players to go into sports, like the Tony Hawk games encourage thousands of gamers to try skateboarding, and Guitar Hero games famously increase sales of real guitars dramatically. While it's a common stereotype that gamers are just lazy slobs who don't go outside, the actual results are quite the opposite. So at number 7, your hand-eye coordination would greatly decrease. While the efforts of video games have been debated for years and years, one of the things that most of all studies agree on is that gamers have much better hand-eye coordination than non-gamers. If you were to stop playing video games altogether, you would likely lose that extra strength coordination. This topic alone has actually sparked many debates on whether or not esports is an actual real sport, or if it's, a hobby. I'm very curious to hear your thoughts. Do you guys think esports is a hobby or an actual sport? Let us know. Moving right along to number 6, your cognitive skills would decrease. Because video games are getting more and more complex with every year, the gamers who play them are getting smarter and smarter to keep up with them. Gamers have highlighted cognitive skills and learning abilities because of their involvement with such complicated and often extremely fast-paced video games that throw you into situations that you simply would never encounter in the real world, forcing your brain to adapt and grow to cope with these extravagant situations. If you were to stop playing video games, you would likely notice a difference in your cognitive skills. Now, to get into the top 5 things that would happen if you stopped playing video games is you would be more stressed. One of the main things that studies have definitely proven is that gamers are often less stressed than non-gamers. Video games are a great stress reliever, like I said before, as it seems that there is a game for almost every single occasion. No matter what problem you're experiencing or what is causing you to be stressed out, video games can always help you feel a little bit better. Now, one thing that I do have to suggest is if you're ever feeling stressed out, guys, play a little Minecraft. I know it seems like it's a very simplistic game, but whenever I'm going through a lot of stress, I always play Minecraft, and it seems to put my mind at ease. Now, moving down the list at number 4, much like the previous entry, gamers are also constantly in team environments, so naturally their team skills are very good. Many people like to think that the only way to increase your team skills are to play sports or to do group assignments in school. But gamers have excellent team skills thanks to the online aspect of so many video games. While there are plenty of games that can be played alone, there are also tons of games that require teamwork and communication. For example, games like Call of Duty, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, League of Legends, and a bunch of other games like that require you to use teamwork to be able to win the games. Obviously, Call of Duty is a lot easier, but still requires teamwork, especially in an esports environment. And speaking of communication, At the number 3 spot, you would have more trouble figuring out instructions. This one is very basic, but it's also extremely true. When you pick up a new game, you have to learn all the new controls and mechanisms of this new world that you're getting involved in. Gamers are notoriously better than non-gamers at following instructions and figuring out how things work, as this is something they do with every new game that they get. Now, for most video games, you're not allowed to make your own controls or mechanisms. So when you get a new game, you have to learn to play by their rules if you want to compete, and this is what makes gamers great at mastering instructions. Now we're cracking into the top 2. For number 2, your sportsmanship would get worse. This one is a little tougher to believe since many games are notorious for having unsportsmanlike players and are filled with sore losers. But in the grand scheme of things, these sore losers are really the minority. If you consider all of your online games in the world, most players are actually pretty good sports. Because gamers are constantly in competitive environments online, they have much better sense of sportsmanship. Now I know you're probably thinking about that guy on GTA Online who yelled at you for killing him, or that salty little kid from Russia that said he wanted to bang your mom, but in the reality, these people are the minority. They're just louder than the people who are good sports. So if you're looking to improve your sportsmanship, pick up Overwatch or Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and you're either going to be outcasted or you're going to be a good sport. Now last but not least, you would not be as happy. This one is pretty broad, but it's very true nonetheless. If you're a gamer, your hobby is likely a large part of your life. This is the case with those who just have it as a hobby. Think about what would happen if someone who loved playing guitar had stopped playing the guitar. Odds are they're not going to be as happy. Or what if someone who loved painting suddenly stopped painting? Cutting a hobby out of your life cuts a chunk of your happiness as well. Keep on gaming. If you love gaming, embrace it. It is becoming more and more of a social norm. The days are gone that gamers are just sweaty nerds that live in their parents' basement. It is now becoming more and more mainstream, and it will continue to, because at the end of the day, video games are the greatest form of entertainment, and I am proud to be a gamer. That's going to be all for this video, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, and there is a playlist down below for all of the It's All Viral top 10s like this one. If you want more of it, subscribe to the channel. Like I said, turn those post notifications on. And until next time, guys, this has been Nemo from It's All Viral. I will see you guys on the next top 10.